Go. Hi, I'm Anne Marie here with another installment of I Signed Up for the Show Team. What's next? My topic today is equine chiropractic. I am very happy to have here today Clay Kissling, and he is going to adjust Swede and tell you a little bit about what he's doing as he does the adjustment.
Alrighty. Well, we'll start with checking the pole. That's the first vertebrae. Make sure your head's screwed on straight.
For a Hoflinger, that could be.
And that felt a little off.
Okay.
And yes, it's coming from his TMJ. So we will set that.
And he just had dental about 10 days ago. So.
Well, and it doesn't surprise me because from the apparatus it tends to. There it goes.
Oh, did it pop?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good boy.
There you go. You're still licking and chewing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was a good response
Yes.
then.
Yes, they lick and chew when it's a sign of relief.
Yes.
We're checking the vertebrae.
Okay.
In the neck, he has one out here, which is 1, 2, 3, C4. There you go.
Good boy.
C7 is hard to check because it's down. I can feel the tips and feel the.
Okay.
But C7 is under the shoulder blade.
Okay.
Now we're checking the withers, down the spine.
Up. Go sweet.
Oh. Well, we hit a sore one.
Yeah.
That's why he started moving.
Yup.
Pelvis is slightly twisted.
Okay.
Back end is tight.
And so these are again. Oh, you're going to pull his tail.
Yes.
Okay.
Where this is going to decompress because the horse's vertebrae come all the way down here in their tail. And even if the second one or the first one down at the very bottom gets locked up, it works its way up. I've seen horses where they can't even back up because their tail's locked up.
Unbelievable.
But we're going to decompress this from here up to about here.
Up. Watch yourself.
Nice fine. There we go.
Good boy. Good boy.
Now we're going to set the back of the pelvis.
And those are the Gaston.
Graston.
Graston.
Yes.
Let's see what his response is. Oh.
Oh, there we go. This is the roll we were looking for.
Okay. And he didn't kick out, so that was.
Some horses are more sensitive to it than others.
Sure.
Some of them, I like to call them dead in the butt because you really have to press. I can actually do that with my thumbs, but with all the horses I do in a day, they'd be nuts.
Right.
So
Right.
that just set, and we're going to double check that that set the spine. Yeah, not the reaction that we had before.
Wow. Wow.
And now we're going to check the hips, so we go diagonally. What we're doing is we're just asking him what hurts because we'll get a reaction if it does.
Okay.
If we get a reaction,
Then we know.
yes.
Good boy.
This one has just slightly off right there.
Okay.
We're going to toggle that. That pop? That was off. That popped.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Whoops.
There we go.
That's okay. Good boy. And Whitey? Yeah. I know.
See, he's got these wispy hairs too.
And please repeat that. He's got wispy hairs, which could be an indication of.
Ulcers or parasites or both.
Okay.
He's not showing any indication of a forward or rear ulcer,
Okay.
so that means it's parasites.
So he was wormed April 2nd, but we will obviously have to check into that again.
Well, parasites are an ongoing battle.
Yes. Yes.
Just like they are with humans, but we never think of that.
Right.
That every time a horse takes a bite of grass or hay or grain, they're ingesting parasite eggs.
Right.
Just like us. We eat a salad or a piece of fruit or
Right.
grains, we're ingesting parasite eggs.
I'm old enough to remember kids puking up worms, at grade school. So.
I worm myself once a month.
Do you?
I've worked with thousands of horses
Right.
on a regular basis.
And do you mind telling us what you use or what kind of worms you...
In a case like this, if he's been wormed that early, what I would do is power pack him.
Okay.
And what I like to use is the Safeguard Liquid Cattle and Goat Wormer. It's the same thing as the Equine wormer, but it doesn't have a picture of a horse on the bottle, so it's cheaper.
Cheaper. Very good.
But what you would do is follow the instructions on the bottle for cattle.
Right.
And then double it and do it for 5 days straight. That will clear at least 80%
Wow.
of the parasites out of his system.
Wow. That's a good boy. That's
Yeah.
really good. You are being really good, Swede.
Well, he knows I'm making him feel better.
Well, you know, and he's kind of, on the ground, he's kind of, I always say a tit. He kind of moves, he's done?
Yes,
Okay.
he is done. This hip was good. We did both shoulders and that hip, so
Very good. Now, when can I ride him again?
you can ride him right now if you
Really?
want. Yes.
Okay, because other times, you know, people say wait some time, kind of like, you know, coming off of
Horses
sedentary.
are just like us. After an adjustment, it's actually good to have light exercise
Okay,
because they create a muscle memory. If a joint is in a certain place for any length of time, and then you go and put it back, that if they don't move around, the muscle gets a chance to think, well, this doesn't feel right. It's been over here for this long.
right,
And they tighten up and try and pull it back where they're used to having it.
right,
But a busy muscle can't do that.
right, right. Now I'm going to see what he's doing. He's with his buddy Peanut. So water and maybe a little bit of light. I should have put jeans on. I might just take him out and work him in the round pen then. So is there anything else then, Clay, that you wanted to add to anybody that might have questions?
Well, you're using horse too. That'll go a long way in avoiding injections and joints going out of place. After you're done using your horse, stretch them out.
So
Stretch their legs.
Okay.
Stretch the front legs forward, you know, pull them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Back legs, pull them forward, pull them back. A good stretch is if you take, say, his back right leg and kind of put a lead rope around it and pull it towards the opposite front leg.
Okay.
That's good for the stifle and the hock.
Okay.
Even if a stifle is out, that will pop it back in.
Okay. All right. So just a little bit of proactive, you know,
Yeah.
a runner's stretch before and after. So
Yeah.
what, you know, that's essentially
Well,
what they're
very
doing.
light stretching before, but do your heaviest stretching afterwards.
Okay.
Because you're actually making the muscle relax.
Okay. All right. Anything, you know, I don't know why I'm even thinking about this. For long distance runners, my husband's a cross country skier. Chocolate milk is a recovery drink for them. Is there anything that besides water that you think of that is a good recovery? You know, especially after having an adjustment, things
A
are
good
moved around.
mineral with magnesium in it. Because magnesium, like I use Celtic sea salt.
Okay.
It has 3 different magnesiums in it and 82 minerals. That's what I take personally.
Okay.
You take that, you let it dissolve on the tongue. The first thing that's absorbed into your system is the magnesium, because the fastest way into the bloodstream is through the salivary glands.
Right.
And magnesium is a water-hungry molecule. So it will, once you drink your water, it will draw the water into the cells.
Okay.
It's actually a very good way to hydrate a horse or a human or anything else.
I've been reading a little bit about magnesium. He is showing some signs of being just a little bit nervous again. And magnesium is one of the things that they recommend. Would that also kind of fill that you know of?
Yes. And if he's nervous, then he's tense. So,
And that,
yeah, and a tense horse will pull themselves out.
right, right.
Just like an ulcerated horse, they're never in place because they're so tense that they constantly pull their joints out of place.
Right. So getting back to the worming then, because you've got worms in your gut and you're kind of moving around like this, you can get maybe thrown off by that?
Not necessarily worms, though. There's all different types of parasites. Most of them are microscopic. You can't see them.
Oh, so I assumed worms, but...
No, they're parasites. There's parasites that live in the liver, the blood,
Right.
the lungs, the heart, muscles, the joints.
Sure.
And, you know, we're worming horses. So we're looking for worms all
Right,
the time.
right, right.
we need to do basically a parasite cleanse on
Okay,
the horse.
okay. So like a detox. So,
Yeah.
wow, this was extremely interesting. How can people get a hold of you?
I have a Bighorn Horse Balancing on Facebook,
Okay.
or I have a phone number of 608-403-2894.
Clay, thank you so much. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing the video, and thank you for taking care of Swede. I really appreciate it.
Yep,
All
not a
right,
problem.
let me turn this off. And ooh,